my little bit of footage as me being a skate waiter, a skatress. I showed that because of what I'm going to talk about today, and I'm going to talk about resistance because I'm going to confess I had a lot of resistance going on for me before going in to do that. I was really nervous, but more so I had a lot of self-talk going on telling me, oh, I can't do it. I'm more of a rollerblader. I don't skate. And, you know, I've waded before, but on skate? What if I fall over? What if I throw food on people? What if I break plates and stuff? So there's a lot of what ifs and a lot of resistance going into it. I was convincing myself I'll be better at doing something else. But for me, when resistance shows like that, yes, I admit I probably sound crazy, but I will probably whinge, whine, tell myself I can't do this. No, I'm feeling physically sick in the gut or whatever it is, and I talk myself through all that crap, but I still go ahead and do it. And the reason why I still go ahead and do it is because there's something in me that I know, and I end up going with that rather than all the inner dialogue going on. There's something in me that says, no, I really want to do this because I want to say I did it. I want to see how I go with it. No matter how new it is, how scary it may seem, I want to do it. And if there's always that little part of me that says, you know, go for it, or anything like that, I have to do it because I'm someone that can't walk away from something, from an opportunity, or it's not as little as that even, if there's a part of me saying, I just got to find out. So, no matter how much was going on for me in that moment, there was that part still there going, if I walk away, I'm always going to think back to the time I didn't do it, and I kind of really wanted to deep down. So I choose that regardless of how much resistance tries to show up for me. I know I have to do it because there's that little part inside of me going, you're going to find out. You can't just walk away now. You've got this far, you've got yourself into this. You got to see what happens. Instead of walking away and choosing fear or choosing resistance and never doing it, I'd always be thinking the what if, or what would have it been like, you know, and that could be anything like skydiving, whatever. That's how I work, how I know I work. I acknowledge my resistance being there, but there's that little deeper part of me that says, there's such a part of me that wants to do this. I gotta go do it. Now, that's my little story. So I asked you the question, how does resistance show up for you in your life in whatever area? See, normally we know what we need to do, but we resist doing it based on whatever might be going on, or our self-talk or anything. So, in other words, resistance can show up as self-sabotage. It can manifest in many ways, such as self-doubt. What else? Yeah, self-doubt, you know, criticism or unhappiness. I wrote this down, so if I'm looking away, that means I'm trying to read what I wrote. So, yes, it can show up as self-sabotage. It can manifest in many ways, such as criticism, self-doubt, or unhappiness. One of the most familiar ways we experience it is through procrastination. We all do that. I'll tell you what, I'm really good at procrastinating. For an example, say you want to go write a book. Okay, great. So you sit down, write a book. That's your goal. I'm going to write a book, and a completed book. And you sit down ready to write it, and then your self-talk, the inner dialogue, begins. And it says, I'm going to write a book, and I'll begin tomorrow. You're still convincing yourself you're going to write it, but you're telling yourself, nah, it can wait. You procrastinate on doing it, or whatever reason, or you say, oh, nothing's coming to me today, I'm going to put the book aside and find something else to do. Or it can come up in any sort of ways. You can end up telling yourself, oh no, I will vacuum the floor first. You know, anything. I need a cup of tea and then I'll get this thing done. Find out how find out how resistance shows up for you, and then start allowing yourself to acknowledge it, but push past and do the doing that you know you need to do. That's all from me today. Have a happy Friday. Love you long time. Bye-bye.